Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Kojimo here, back with another video. Today I wanted to ask the question, why do professional matches feel so much different than just playing Counter-Strike normally? If you've ever watched a pro match, you might know what I'm talking about, where it feels like sometimes they're not even really playing Counter-Strike and there's a lot more going on. And for those casual viewers out there, I know a lot of you have wondered the question, how are these guys professional players? I see them missing the shot or not understanding what to do in the situation. Well, today I'm going to answer that question for you, because playing at a high level like they do is a lot harder than just queuing a faceit level 10 pug, or even worse, just queuing low level faceit. So before we get into that, I want to help you understand how to get some cool Counter-Strike 2 skins and help you achieve your dreams with that. Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Skins Monkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code, KOJO. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description. Alright, so let's talk about why professional matches look so much differently. Now, in a normal faceit pug, a normal matchmaking game, you're obviously not going to really know who you're playing before the match pops. You're just pressing Q and you're going to play, and every single game is going to look different, right? You're just going to be, pugging out. You're just going to be taking your spawns, taking shots, re-peeking constantly, and doing all these things and having a good time. For professional matches, generally most of the time these players know who they're going to play and they know what maps they're going to play. So this alone is going to add a layer to how the game is going to play out, because if you know your opponents and you know what map you're going to play, you are going to be doing research into how they play and create some ideas to prevent that, right? So when both teams are doing this, it's going to make people do things that are a lot stranger, right? I'll use an extreme example for this, but what teams are looking for is, like, say they're playing a different team that when they throw this Xbox smoke, specifically, we're just making a fake scenario here. That means that 4 players are going to go up here through cat and there's going to be 1 B-lurk. Well, the CTs might calm that out to their team and be like, yo guys, they threw that specific Xbox smoke. And now instead of holding long, the players might just leave that open and have a setup where they have like a guy car, a guy ramp holding here. And you might be thinking to yourself, how do they know? How is nobody holding long? They're so exposed to this. Bro, if I was in a matchmaking game, I would have just owned them because they're not even holding long. This demo work, this review, makes it so much easier for them to make these reads, and they're able to lock down lock down part of the map like this. This creates some very complex and unique rounds where teams are battling it out, running into each other in these extraordinary ways, and it makes it so that Counter-Strike is being played much more differently than, if you had a normal round where somebody has to hold long, somebody has to hold cat, somebody has to hold mid to B and do these things. Players are going to have these reads and be able to do this much easier. Now you might be saying, okay, that's cool, Kojo. Why, when I watch pros, do they look like they are so bad at the game sometimes? Why do some of these players look like they cannot even hold their mouse? There is nothing that compares to the stress and the pressure that comes with these matches. Even if it's an online match, a LAN match, whatever it is, the pressure and stress that comes with some of these matches makes it so that even some of the best players can crack under pressure. I'm a North American Counter-Strike player. I love North American teams. I watch them compete internationally. The players and the teams that you see at these international events are so much different versus when they're feeling comfortable and playing at home. I've seen some top teams like Nouns and Wildcard go and play in Pro League and other events, and when they're over there, they get absolutely ran over, and people are like, bro, these players suck, how are they even here? But when they're not feeling stressed and pressured and out of their comfort zone like that, they genuinely play the game completely differently. Now, I'm not saying this is a good thing, I'm not saying they should be playing like that, but it's human nature and it's always going to happen, right? Of course you're playing insane in your matchmaking games. You guys don't see how these players play in pugs. You don't see how they play when there's zero pressure on the line, when they're playing lower level competition. If you were to get into a match with them, they would absolutely destroy you and you would have zero chance against them because they are just layers and layers and layers better than you, right? And when you have all these different layers that I mentioned at the beginning of this video, it makes it really hard for a newer team to compete upwards sometimes, and it cracks. It makes people crack and feel the pressure. And you got to understand that these are humans that you're dealing with. And if we looked at every single one of your matchmaking games, your faceit games, we would see games where you literally look like an absolute bot as well. So just understand that you're not better than these players. Trust me. If any of you have played with them in a server, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They are so much better than you. You know, you have room to improve, but never ever sit there and think, oh man, how are these guys pros? I could do better than them. You can't. Trust me, they're there for a reason. But yeah, I mean, this is just some stuff that like goes through why pros you know, look bad sometimes, and why, you know, these things happen. On the other hand of things, guys, you don't understand that inside of the actual server things move so much faster. So, you know, you might be like, bro, when I'm watching them play on the TV, when I'm watching, you know, this team play, when I'm watching Stewie on G2, bro, why people aren't killing each other as fast as like they should be? Like when I'm in a match, people are shooting me so much faster. You have to understand that when you're watching these people play, you're watching them with wall hacks. Pretty much you're watching them with the overview where you can see x-ray and stuff. The players don't have that. You might be able to be like, bro, just get ready, he's about to peek you, you know, get ready. But from the player's POV, they might have been holding this angle for like 30 seconds, no one's peeking them, and then someone peeks them, and so they're a little delayed, and then they shoot, and you're like, bro, is this guy slow? Is he sleepy? But no, guys, like when you're in the server, things move 1,000 times quicker, and it's so much harder to play. And also when you're watching through the x-ray and stuff like that, I'm not sure how it works with the sub tick anymore, but that's not how the game actually looks in game. The in-game is always faster, things are moving a much quicker pace, and it's a lot more frustrating. When it's bouncing around from different perspectives and POVs, it can be very easy to think that you belong in one of these matches, or these players aren't as good as they are. But there's a reason they're in the top 1%, and you know, it's a big difference. So yeah, between reads and this fast-paced play, there's a lot of different things that pros have to think about before all of these matches. And the preparation and the demo reviewing and all these things are a lot of hard work that, yeah, a lot of people don't even think about, that goes into all of this preparation. And it's why like teams like G2, FaZe, Vitality, you know, name any of these top teams, are just so impressive because they work around the clock nonstop, and we get to view the ultimate finished product. So personally, I'm going to keep grinding, I'm going to keep working hard so that I can be one of the best players in the world one day. I suggest you guys do the same. But at the end of the day, just remember that you are where you are, and these people are there for a reason. You can beat them, you can do better than them, but just understand that they're not bad players. You know where you belong and do everything you can to push up higher. But you just understand people are going to judge you the same way that you're judging these people. I get so many DMs, some extremely bad messages when I have a bad game, and it's just funny to see because it's people that are literally not even faceit level 2. So yeah, it's a long ramble. Appreciate every single one of you guys that watched this video. Go ahead and check out my twitch.tv/KojimaCS if you want to see me play live. I also do some coaching if you guys want coaching from a professional player. I'd love to help you achieve your aspirations and goals inside of this game, so definitely check that out, paid coaching service. But yeah, look at the videos on your screen right here if you want some free content to learn how to get better at the game. Catch you guys later. Peace out.